Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you are well. Peace over everything. I just want to make a quick video. I'm getting ready to hit the gym, but I wanted to get this out while it's fresh in my mind. And I wanted to say, prepare yourself so you don't go back. What I'm meaning is, you fought so hard to get where you're at right now. You've done so much. You've worked on yourself. You've sacrificed. You made the hard decisions. Don't go back. Don't go back now. You worked too hard. You've done too much. You have benefited. You have grown. Don't go back. Oftentimes you have moments of weakness due to something maybe changed in your circumstance where you have some additional stress and you're trying to cope, and you look back at the thing that you thought would give you comfort, um, and it was something that you actually graduated from. Sometimes we go back to what's familiar to us, and just because it's familiar does not make it good for you. So work hard not to go back. In your mind, make that determination that I am not going to allow whatever pressures in life, whatever unfortunate circumstances, what other people say or do, um, it's not going to make me want. It's not going to make me go back. You fought too hard. You developed yourself. You have gone through the fire. You have been stressed. You've gone without. You've done all the things that you need to do to make your life what it is now, and you should be proud of yourself. You should be happy with yourself, and you should be so content, so much joy that you don't want to go back. You don't want to go back because you don't want to have to start from square one and have to build everything back up and get it out the mud like you did before. Go on with your life despite what other people say, despite if people say you changed. You're damn right you changed. You're damn right. You should change. Life is about change because you should be growing. You should be experiencing things. Your life should be getting more and more progressive towards your goals, towards your dreams. You know, if you should have these benefits, and you should be proud of what you have done to accomplish these things, because it's not easy. If it was easy, most people would be doing it, but it's not. So you learned how to do the hard thing well. You learned to handle hard well. And so now you can go through the rest of your life constantly building and growing and pursuing those things that you find dear to you. You're now on your way to a peaceful life. You have experienced peace, something that most people never get because they're afraid to make the sacrifices that you have made. They're afraid to have made the moves that you have made. They're not built like you. You have to know these things in your heart because when you get around people, be it co-workers, associates, friends, family, they only know where they're at. And I'm not calling them necessarily bad people, but they don't know. They have not been through your journey. They have not experienced your growth. They don't see your vision. So when you get around those people, it's easy to regress if you don't have this strength and this knowledge of yourself. I believe that, although I said most people are not, I should say most, those people may not necessarily be bad people. But sometimes that means distancing yourself because what you are around does influence you. And sometimes people are in your lives for four reasons: by either addition, subtraction, division, or multiply. That's basically what people are. Those are the types of people that are in your life. And you don't want those people who divide you. And you don't want those people who subtract from you, even though there is such a thing as addition by subtraction. But you want people who can add and multiply in terms of what you're doing. Don't go back. Sometimes people are in your life for a season and a reason. You're there to learn. This is a constant course, a constant study that you're in, that you're supposed to learn, not only about the world and the things that happen and circumstances, but you learn about yourself. By going through these trials and tribulations, you learn a lot about yourself. And hopefully, once you learn those things, and you have taken those things, and you have grown, and you have evolved, hopefully you're able to navigate this world with a better understanding of who you are, what your limitations are, and what they are not. Oftentimes we discount ourselves because we haven't taken the time to know ourselves, to learn. We look at a bad circumstance and we look at it as just a bad circumstance. And I'm not saying it's not a bad circumstance. Be it a firing, be it a divorce, be it a loss of a loved one, you know, be it a financial situation. Yes, you know, those things are bad. Those things happen, and I'm not taking away from the seriousness of it. But even in that, because I've had personal loss, I've lost family members. I had financial losses. I've had job loss. I've had these things in my life. But during the time, as I'm going through it, because I said I still have to push through. I still have to do what I have to do. I'm still here. So if I'm here, I have a chance. If I'm knocked down, I have to get back up. So in the processes of getting up, grieving, building myself back up, you know, putting a foundation in place, there's lessons that I'm learning about myself. If I'm resilient, you know, am I wise? How tough am I? Mentally tough. How much can I endure? You know, how can I implement certain processes that I learned that work? How can I make those same processes tailor made to who I am as an individual so they are constant and work for me? What provides me peace in this life? Once you have got knowledge of self and who you are as a person, you never want to go back to what the old you was. The old you served. The old you was where you were when what is where. I can't talk. The old you was there, was served a purpose then. It was in a process then. You grew because again, you made those hard decisions. You made those moves. You made those decisions. You did everything that you needed to do because at the time that you were in that situation, you were not happy. You were not miserable. You were miserable. You did not see your way out. So, but you fought anyway. You pushed anyway. You did what you needed to do because you knew you needed to do something. You knew you couldn't stay there. That's the thing you knew. You knew that thing. You knew you could not stay where you were at. So you made a decision that I'm going to do something, even if it's a little something. I'm going to feel my way through the dark. I'm going to find a way out of this darkness. I'm going to find a way to the light. I'm going to find a way to my goals, my dreams, my aspirations, all those things. I'm going to do it. And that's what you did. So when you look back at the times, because we all have ups and downs, even at our best, we're going to have ups and downs. And you may look back on a situation where you're like, man, things were good back then. No, they weren't. They were just familiar. You know, There was something that you probably have you kind of miss in a way because it was familiar. The people who were there, were familiar, but those people were not going to be able to help you be who you are. They're not going to provide you with the peace. There's a reason why you left. There's a reason why you decided to progress. There's a reason why you had to make the hard decisions in terms of who to be in your life and who not to be in your life. You did these things for a reason. So I just want to say you've done great. Do not pull yourself back. Do not, and I'm saying this for me too. Don't go backwards. Don't go backwards because it is what it was back then. It has not changed. But what you're doing, there's a far greater benefit, far greater purpose. You're closer to your goals by continuing to do what you are doing. Continue to learn, continue to grow as a person, continue to better yourself so you can better your circumstances, increase your knowledge, your wisdom. So with that being said, I just wanted to drop that in. It hit me this morning. I said I got to get this out because if I get through the gym, I'm gonna forget what I was gonna say. So thank you for listening. Peace over everything. Until the next video. Oh, also please like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I look forward to talking to you guys in the next video. Let's get it.